Good morning, everybody. This is Mike Doherty out here at Concan, Texas. Home of Hondo Doherty, home of Camp Hondo, out here in our little log cabin. Putting the tarp down, you're probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, y'all probably know what I'm doing based on the title. We're going to be assembling 4 Leona Farmhouse side chairs that we bought over at the World Market. We have been putting this place together and we just can't seem to find furniture that we like. I haven't built anything, never built chairs, so I didn't want to build a chair and have someone come tumbling down. So we're just gonna put these together. We bought these. I've got a temporary table, an old door from Mexico, from an old mission that we've been using, and it's a little crooked, and also that works for now. We'll probably build something to put a table in there. It's a smaller area in here, as you can see. That's our kitchen, right? Kind of our kitchen there. There's my cabinets that I built. I didn't make a video on that, but I'll walk y'all through it one of these days. Those are made out of spruce, out of some logs that were left over when we built this home. Those logs and all that spruce came out of the National Forest in Colorado. Compliments of satellite log homes. The ones that actually dried us in and put together. We did the rest. Anyways, here we go. We got 2 sets of hardware. We're just going to assemble one chair, and if we assemble that chair successfully, then I'm going to assume that y'all can assemble the other chairs yourselves by watching the video. If you watch it 4 times, technically you'll assemble 4 chairs. And so it comes and it says it's 20 kilograms net weight, gross weight 23.5 for the total. I believe that's for the chairs. These are, like I said, these are the, put that right there. That's the World Market Leona Farmhouse side chair that we're going to be doing right there. I know I keep talking and not getting to it. Let's get to it. They got some instructions in there. We're going to unbox these. I always put down a tarp. I don't want these to get scratched, nothing like that. And it looks like they come out pretty easily, fairly well assembled already and put together. Just taking the axis, be very careful, or a straight edge or something like that. Cut that off and open that up. And let's see what we got here, folks. This is beautiful. Wow. It's already got some rubber stoppers on the bottom there, which is kind of nice. I was thinking I was going to have to put something on there. I might swap those out for some sliders, for some belt sliders, just because we're on concrete here. We just stained our concrete. These do have, I read some of the reviews, they say they have a few rough edges on them. And there's a few little things that feel a little rough, but it's nothing you can't live with. If you wanted to, you could always sand that down and just touch it up. I'm going to leave those like that until my boss, my wife, comes out and tells me whether she wants me to sand them or not. I'm not going to mess with it till then. So we're going to take these out. We got the 2 chairs right there on top. I'm going to leave the other one in the box. I mean in the bag, not in the box necessarily. I'm just going to stand it up right there out of the way. And then we're going to see what we got here. We got, everything is clearly labeled. We got the legs and stretchers inside right there. I'm assuming this is for possibly all 2 chairs that come in one box. We're going to open that up and just get that open. I'm not doing it right with my knife right here, but there we go. All right. Now we're getting it. Hope y'all are having a very nice Saturday morning. We got a lot of rain out here last night. Our 10,000 gallon water tank is completely full. We just harvest water out here. That's how it works for us best. This is actually looks like it's going to be a pretty easy install. These come, look, they already have those screw dowels already set in right there. So there's 2 legs. And 2 stretchers. And so you're probably wondering, I could probably put some glue in those, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to set them in like that, dry that way. If I ever need to take them apart for any reason, I can. These are the stretchers. These are the parts that go right there. I don't know exactly how they go yet because I haven't read it, and they got screws that'll screw in there and all that kind of stuff. So those go right in there. There's 2 of those per chair and 2 front legs per chair, right? Okay, so we get all this cardboard and stuff out of the way there. We'll burn it later and add to our carbon footprint. Hate to send stuff to a landfill. And then there is another set of legs and stretchers right here for the other chair. I'll leave that in the box. And then here's the seat. Now let me tell you, I'm pretty strong, you know. I'm just strong. Because I'm not weak, I'm strong. Anyway, but these are pretty hefty, man. Let me tell you, right? I mean, this weighs some pounds there. A couple pounds, huh? Just put it in there. It was made in Vietnam. Rambo was there at one time. What's his name? Yeah. Shout out to everybody who's ever been to Vietnam and served. God bless you all. Thank you for your service. Anyways, here we go. All right, so I haven't even looked at the instructions. I could probably figure this out on my own, but I will look at the instructions just because I'm gonna look at the instructions, all right? That's a very nice seat right there. So my wife tells me all the time. Anyways, so here we go. We're gonna open up the instructions, and everything's clearly labeled. You got different parts. You got A, B, C, D, E, and F. So that means you got letters of the alphabet. The stretchers are F. The front legs are labeled D. The chair back and the back legs are labeled A. That's all one unit, all assembled. That's some real good hardware too. And then B is the table chair, not the table, the seat. The seat back, and it's got a little indentation there. So don't think that you weighed too much and you sat on it and made that indentation. That was already there. Anyway, so it says unpack all hardware, bags and components. Ensure you have all the parts. Read instructions over to cover. Oh, cover to cover. Okay, yeah. Have 2 adults on hand for assembly. Do not assemble on flooring or carpet, because you probably screw it up. That's why I put the tarp down, huh? I'm pretty smart. I didn't even read the instructions yet. Assemble on a clean, non-marking surface. Packing foam, whatever that means. Save all packing until finished. In case of missing parts, contact your nearest Cost Plus World Market store or our customer service call center. Very nice. Like I said, you got a whole pack here. And these are all going to be assembled with Allen wrench. And there's a little wrench in here and an Allen wrench. They send you the tools. I always save those tools later on because you never know. I mean, they fit different things sometimes. And I'm just gonna drop them all out right here on my tarp, since I'm not gonna do it on the carpet or hard my flooring, because then you'll probably scratch it up. You see, that's what they're trying to tell you. And then you've got all kinds of stuff there. So then we're gonna follow the instructions. I'm gonna throw all that in there. Got tape on my fingers so it won't stick. There it is. All right, that's page 3. We're gonna go over to page 4 now. It says position back side A down onto a non-marring padded surface or on tabletop for ease of assembly. Can't even read. Attach seat back B to seat back A. Secure seat back B to A with long bolts H2, spring washer H3, and flat washer H4 for each corner shown between using the ball Allen key. Do not fully tighten the bolts. So we're just going to set those in, and we're not going to fully tighten them, okay, guys? So there's 4 of these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. T1, H3, H4, H1, H2. There you go. Let's see if they got any instructions. Oh, there they are. There is a component list on page 2. I just passed it right up because it was kind of on a different side there. I just went to page 3. I missed page 2. So it tells you what H1, H2 is and all that kind of stuff. It tells you exactly, because you got different lengths of these bolts here. So you got 1, 2, 3 of these, and you got 4 of these. So, you know, it tells you what the different length is, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and short bolts, I thought, hey, I'm missing one, right? There's only 3. But it says quantity 3, that's all you're gonna need, them short bolts. So there you go. Long bolts, H2, you got 4 of them. Then you got your spring washers, flat washers, screws, and nuts, right? The Phillips head screwdriver, they say, is not included, so we need to provide that. So I didn't provide that, but I've got one floating around here somewhere, and I will provide it. Y'all just be patient, all right? Anyways, that's for the other one. So we're gonna do this, and then next time we do it, we'll just know what to do, right? Okay, so let's jump back over here to page 4 since we went through page 3 already. I know I'm bouncing around a little bit, never done this before. Hopefully this does help you. If it does, give us the old thumbs up, right? What's that, the like button? If you don't like it, go look at something else. All right, so we're gonna position that. We got it laying on its back here. We got part B right here. Yes, we do. And we're gonna position it like they say to do, right there. It lines up right there. It's a little tight like a tire. There we go. You just have to twist it and angle it to get it in there, which is nice. It doesn't go straight in. It actually catches right there, right? So when you put it in, twist it at an angle, and then boom, it goes right in and it sits there. Look at that. I'm not even holding it. I'm not touching it or nothing. And then we're going to use the H1s, which are these longer ones. 4 of those. We're going to use the H3s, which are the spring washers, which are these right here. We're going to put those on. And then it's going to take a flat washer also, H4, which are these right here. And we're going to get 4 of those. We're going to get 4 of those spring washers and 4 of those flat washers. You will put your spring washer on first. You will put it onto the bolt right there. Your spring washer goes on first, okay? And then your flat washer goes on. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Just like that, right? And you just look down in there and you thread it, right? You start threading it up. Okay, I hope y'all can see that, right? I hope I'm doing it where y'all can see it. Let me see and make sure I'm doing it where y'all can see it. Oh yeah, that's wonderful, man. I never check till it's too late and then it's like, okay, you got my forehead, huh? Anyways, there you go. You just put it on there like that, just like that, huh? That's how you do it. And you get them all started, you don't tighten them up. I mean, we'll secure them somewhat, but we don't tighten them till everything's tight, and then you make it tight like a tiger. Anyway, and then next one, I hope I'm not taking too long. If I am, go get, I got a cup of coffee up there, but drink it before it gets cold. I'll get in trouble, have to heat it up, and it won't taste the same when you microwave it. It works, but it's not, not the best. Anyways, you got to finagle that just a little bit. You can feel it when it gets caught in there, right? Yeah, and then tug on them, make sure they're inserted. There again, you put your spring washer on first, and then your flat washer. Put that on there, and you secure it up. It's a little tight, but you can do it. But then they have that ball washer there. See, look at that. This thing, that's how you get it started, and then you just anchor it down. It says do not tighten it all the way, but I would tighten it some so it doesn't start falling apart, right? You just take it and twist it, take it and twist it, take it and twist it. And it's getting tightened up. Here's what I like to do, kind of like when you're doing wheels on a trailer or a truck or something. See that's getting tighter. Then I like to zigzag over here to the other one. Look, boom. You just twist it down, and it goes down in there. And don't tighten it all the way. Leave a little play in there when it starts getting down to it. That way you can wiggle them parts together and you can adjust it if you have to. If it doesn't sit just right on your floor or whatever. That's what that's all about, I'm guessing, okay? So boom, so we got that. You got that? Hey folks, we're moving along pretty good now. I think you're gonna make it for that lunch date that you didn't think you're gonna make it for because I keep talking. Anyways, wow. Anyway, keep tightening, keep tightening, keep tightening. There you go. See, so it's not tight all the way. It's still a little wobbly, but it's good enough, right? Good enough for government work. Anyways, now you got your D's, your other legs, all right? You're going to put, actually you're going to put in the medium tenon and the big tenon. So the medium tenon goes to the back and the big tenon goes to the front, so it angles in when you put it in. Actually that goes there, and well, let's see. Yep, that's the way it goes right there. Look at that. Boom. Let's see, or maybe it goes like that. Boom. Because that big one doesn't fit there. See, there's a small tenon and a big tenon. Now they say that the medium tenon goes to the back. Okay, I got you. All right, I got you, boss. So one of those, they're not backwards, but they're just catty cornered. So on one of these, you put the big tenon on the side where it'll take the big tenon. Your bolt holes are gonna line up underneath, all right? That's gonna sit like that. On the other side now, you have the medium tenon, the small one. There's a big one and a small one. The small one goes over here on this side. So they just do that for you just to kind of mess around with you, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. No, that one fits in there too. Yeah, let's see. No? Okay. So I'm guessing they got that backwards. Big tenon, medium tenon. Oh, E and F. Okay. So E goes when you're looking at the chair from the front to the back. It says right here, and I didn't pay attention. See, that's what I get for not reading, right? The tenon that's marked E goes in over here on the left side as you're facing the chair. The tenon with the F goes on the right side as you're facing the chair. And then you take those legs and you put them in there like that. And you just kind of worm them in there. You see how that goes right there? How that goes just like that. Boom. Okay? We're going to do the other side. Take these little rubber protective covers off. They just don't want that stuff to get messed up. And then there again, you put that in right there. And boom. It's in, right? Okay, now it's not secure. Now underneath here, you see, now we're going to do the same thing that we did with the other ones, but now we're going to use nuts, right? And that's where they provide you a little wrench for those nuts, right? So you're going to put, there again, you're going to put a big washer and a little washer, right? Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to put, well, I said big washer, little washer, your spring washer and your flat washer. Let me talk about that, okay? We're not there yet, but I was probably correct. Okay, so what they're telling us to do first is to take these threaded screws. That's where your Phillips head comes in, and I'm not having one right here, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That goes in just like so. Mikimoto, there you go. That goes in just like that. That goes in just like that, fits right in there. Then you get yourself a Phillips head screwdriver. I don't want to pause that, so I'm just gonna keep going like that, and then I'll attach it here. Y'all can wait for me for a second. Pardon me while I get me a Phillips head screwdriver. We're only at 19 minutes right now. This is real time. I'm gonna keep talking if y'all can hear me. There's my boy. There's me lovely assistant. Phillips head screwdriver on hand. Look at that. How nice and neat. I'm back. That didn't take too long, did it, folks? Okay, this is real time. So anyways, so we're gonna tighten these down using our Phillips head screwdriver. I guess you could use a drill if you wanted to, but there it goes, there it goes. Now that, you don't actually, I'm gonna tighten that up. Pretty good, okay? Get that tightened up. I'm gonna put this one on over here on the E side. Now these don't actually have a hole that they go into, you just create your own hole as you're putting that in there. They're self-tapping, they're attaching to it. And we got it kind of tightened down there. I still don't want to tighten it all the way. Might use my drill to tighten that up. Let's see what it says here. Position and assemble the right stretcher, left stretcher exactly as shown. Make sure all screw holes are facing up toward you. Secure all with screw using Phillips head screwdriver. Do not fully tighten the screws. There again, we want to keep them kind of loose just in case something doesn't work out and we need to make an adjustment, okay? It's an attitude adjustment like Hank Willis Jr. said. Anyway, all right. And then that one's a little bit more tricky, getting it up in there because it's upside down. There it is. Make a fire, put it in the hole, make a hole, make a hole. All right, there it goes. We're just gonna get it started, okay? But not fully tighten it, as the instructions say. And we're gonna do this one. See, aren't you all glad I didn't want to leave you all hanging and not do something? Because then you're like, what good is that if you don't do it all, Mike Doherty? I understand, I understand. Okay, tighten it up. Just a little bit. All right, now let's get to our washer or attacher adjustment thing, attitude adjustment. All right, so this one's gonna get the flat washer on there. This one's a little tricky. You just put it in there, put your flat washer on, hold it in place, and then start to bolt. And those thread on pretty easy to a certain point, and then you just stop. Like they said, don't tighten it all the way. Put another flat washer on the back one, another spring washer, and just tighten it up. Okay, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes. There it goes, this one's gotta be done here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 spring washers. Apparently they leave you a few extra pieces. We'll figure out what that's all about in a minute. There you go. Lordy Doherty, Michael Doherty. Okay, and then, there we go. Okay, we do a flat washer, spring washer, and then a bolt. I mean a nut, sorry, nuts and bolts, right? Like peas and carrots, Forrest Gump. Okay, anyway. And then you do your flat washer on the last one. Oh, flat washer. Spring washer, and then there you go. Okay, right in there. And you kind of tighten those up a little bit. There we go. That was set right there. So that's tightened up there. All right. Last but not least, we're getting to it, folks. Then we're going to put the then the legs are attached. Then we're going to attach these 3 remaining okay, then these 3 short stubby ones, which are the short bolts H1, those are going to go in. They don't tell you where they're going to go. I don't see anything. H1. I should have done that on step one. Oh, I didn't. But anyway, we're gonna put those in right here. Look, those go right here at the very back there, going into the back, just to reinforce that right there. So I skipped a step. Please forgive me. I'll have to take this chair apart and redo this video. Not really, but anyway. So they still lined up. See, that's pretty nice. A little tight getting it in there, but it's just the way it is, tight like a tiger. This one goes in good and easy. There you go. All right, tighten it up. Tighten it down a little bit. All right, boom. All right. This one also, tighten it up. That should have gone in on the first step, folks. I don't know why I didn't do it. All right, so I'm not tightening them still all the way, right, huh? All right, okay, so, all right, okay. And this one's a little tight, but it still works. It's just off a little bit, but everything's lined up, so it should be good, right? So, anyways, all right, so we got through all the steps now. Step 4, fully tighten all the bolts, nuts, and screws with Allen keys, spanner, and Phillips head screwdriver. Avoid using power driver to prevent over tightening. Got you. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten up my Phillips heads first. Got those tight like a tiger. Phillips heads, tighten them up. Of course, I could over tighten it just because I'm so strong. Anyways, so don't forget, tighten everything up. All right. Alrighty. Then we're gonna do our legs here. We're gonna tighten those up. Probably a ratchet would be so much nicer, but it still works. This little wrench here, whatever size it is. I could probably go get one of my better wrenches, but I'm using everything here because I'm assuming that at home you're not going to want to go and get some other stuff to do this right now. And tighten up the inside one. Pull it closer. Pull it closer. Pull it closer. Yeah, it's a little tight there, but it works. I mean, you know, like I say, you tighten it up. If it's too tight, loosen it. If it's not tight enough, just leave it like it is, right? Make it bite, huh? Make it bite, make it right. What we used to say in the oil field there. That's tight. All right, let's do this other leg here. Tighten the back one first. Tighten that up. Just tighten these up a little bit as you go, each one, just to kind of keep the same tension on them, so you don't over tighten one. Oh, there you go. Over tighten one too much and not enough on the other one. That one's a little slippery there, but it's going. It is going. It's going. And those. Yeah, that one's seems like it's a different size, but probably need to just get a pair of pliers and tighten that down. If you do have an issue with any of them, just grab a pair of 20 locks or something and tighten it up. All right, so that's tight right there. Now we just need to tighten up our bolts back here for our seat top, right? And those are already tightened up pretty good. Tighten it down. There you go. Tighten it up like a timer. Do the cross thread thing like I usually do. Tighten it up. 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 That one doesn't tighten for some reason. Maybe I had it misthreaded or something. I don't know. So there we go. Maybe. Okay, now we got it. I had it misthreaded, guys. You see, even Mike Doherty don't do stuff right sometimes. Now it's going down real easy. Oh yeah, look at that. If I would have installed it when I first was supposed to, I probably would not have a problem. Okay, now look. Now they were kind enough to send us 3 extra flat washers and 2 extra spring washers, just in case you lose one or mess one up or need them. I would save those. I would save all these little Allen wrenches and pieces. Put them in a Ziploc or label them somewhere. You can even save 1 set of instructions. You don't need to save all 4 or all 2. These come in sets of 2. Now, for the true test of time, and we're going to stand that chair up. And look at that. Now that's sitting on my tarp. I'm going to sit right here. And that is perfect. Oh my God. Wow. And there's my dog. It's Hondo. He's not a dog. He's part of the family. Anyways, he's here to inspect. He always comes in to inspect everything when Daddy's done with it. That's right. That's my boy right there. That's Sir Hondo Doherty. Yes, sir. Now, we've been using... We're going to do this with 1 chair only. But look at that. It's sturdy as can be, folks. It ain't flailing around them. We're going to get the box, that stuff in the box, but we're just going to move it out of the way because we got to do another chair in a minute. We're not going to drag y'all through that. But anyways, we're going to move this other box in because I got a set of 4. We had been using these little folding chairs. And they were sitting down. See how they're a little bit lower, right? Okay. You can see that and make a comparison. Look at that, huh? Now that's a true height of a chair for a table. This is good for when company comes, right? And then they don't want to stay that long because they don't like the comfort of that chair. Hallelujah. Anyways, I'm going to put this right over here. And that's the perfect height for our table. Let me get that chair out of there. We'll just fold it up and get it out of the way. Save it for when Uncle John comes and we don't want him to stay too long. We'll put him in that metal chair. There you go. Look at that. Wow. I could enjoy some meals on here. Actually, I think I'm going to have to talk to my boss, my wife, and see if maybe we can just continue on using this tabletop here, this door. Maybe we could just refinish it and use it. It's got a little bit of bolts on it and all that kind of stuff. Got a little dinner chime right here. Compliments of the G8 wrench. They gave us that. That means we're done, folks. Let me shut that off and we're going to Mike Doherty out. That's how you do it. His truth is marching on. There you go. Mike Doherty out.